everyone, my name is Josh. Welcome to my shop and welcome to my channel. As you can see behind me, I recently decided to purchase an X-Carve CNC machine. I've always wanted to document my projects through YouTube and through video, but I've never really had the chance to do that and never really taken the opportunity to do that. So I figured this is probably a very good place to start. I am a hobbyist woodworker, so with that, I'm just as new to CNC as you, the viewer, probably are. So I want to take you through the journey of me assembling, configuring, calibrating, and basically through the first project that I build with this CNC machine. I am a software engineer by trade, so I will know the software side of things a little bit better than I will, the actual machine itself. But this will be a video series of me starting basically from fresh on this. Alright, so with that introduction out of the way, I wanted to get started by talking about why I decided to get into this hobby and why I decided on the X-Carve versus some of the competitors. Why I decided to get into this hobby, my love for technology really brings it to another level. I'm really into technology and gadgets as a whole, and really into woodworking. So those two combined really add another level to the craft itself to me. And I'm not gonna lie, I see some of these other YouTube content creators creating videos using their X-Carve basically to add to the woodworking projects that they already have, and just the level of detail that it brings to your projects really, it just adds another level to the craft as a whole, in my opinion. So what is a CNC router? CNC router, put simply, it's a milling machine that is run by a computer. It can cut anything from carvings to panels to mortise and tenons, anything you really put your mind to that can be added to a woodworking project, it can cut. As far as the X-Carve goes, it does not have the fourth axis, so it can't be used as, let's just say, like a lathe type CNC. It can't be used that way. And really there are no add-ons that I've seen that can add it to it. But some of the other ones I looked into, like for example the Shark, the CNC Shark, that one actually has a fourth axis you can add to it for, I think it was like $800, something like that. As far as the materials it can cut wood, of course, it can cut foam, plastic, and even soft metals like aluminum. At this point, if you wanted to get anything more like that, you need to get into a full-on milling machine. So let's get into the meat of what this video is really about, and that's basically the differences between the different CNC machines that I ended up researching. I looked at three different machines: the X-Carve, the Shapeoko, and the Shark. I believe the Shark is offered through Rockler at this point, the X-Carve is offered through Inventables, and the Shapeoko is offered through their, I think it's Carbide 3D offers that. As far as the work area goes, the X-Carve and the Shapeoko both offer work areas of around 40 by 40 at their maximum sizes. They do offer kits at a lesser work area. I believe they offer 25 by 25 and other work areas that are a little bit more malleable to what your actual project is. The CNC Shark is a 25 by 25. It does offer less than that. I don't believe at this time they offer anything more than that. As far as a price point goes, the Shapeoko is the cheaper of the three options. For the XXL, it is $18.30 at the time of this filming, I believe. The X-Carve in the 1000 by 1000 millimeter option that I purchased is right around $19.99 fully loaded. And that comes with everything, including the router, the entire CNC machine itself, the waste board, the touch panel, let's see what else, the X controller itself, and the dust collection. There's some other minor things like the clamp sets and things like that it comes with, but fully loaded it is right at $19.99. For the CNC Shark, that came in right at $3,700, and that's not including the router. So right off the bat, the CNC Shark kind of got striked off the list just from price alone and the fact that it was a smaller work area. That smaller work area and that price point to me at almost $4,000 kind of just took it right out of the market. It is a higher end machine, I will say. The X-Carve and the Shapeoko are more of a starter kit, DIY type kit. The biggest thing about them is that they are expandable. There's different kits. So like for example, if you buy the 500 by 500 millimeter kit for the X-Carve, you can expand it at a later time to the 1000 by 1000 if you decide you need that. The Shapeoko is, from what I've read online, it is a more rigid kit than the X-Carve, but there are kits that you can, not kits really, DIY modifications that you can make to the X-Carve to improve that rigidity. And you can see those on the X-Carve forum. That might be something that I end up tackling if I see that need in the future. But as of this writing, I'm not really sure that that's something that I want. But to me, the biggest deciding factor was the community surrounding the X-Carve. Me being new to this hobby of CNC and a little bit more new to woodworking in general, that community and something to bounce ideas off and something to really research and see, like if something goes wrong with the machine that I have no clue why it's doing it, I have that community to fall back on. So that's really the biggest deciding factor for me. But overall, cost was a pretty deciding factor for me as well, solely because I'm not even sure if I'm going to enjoy this hobby or if I'm going to really be able to get around it. Like I said, this is very new to me. It's not something I'm sure I'm going to even enjoy or be able to really get into. So yeah, with that, I'm going to go ahead and wrap up the video here. The next step of the project is basically going to be the assembly of the actual machine here. So yeah, let's join me on the next video, and I'll see you guys later. Thanks.